Hi friends, it's Holly Jones from Mrs. Jones Stitches. Welcome to Flosstube number 57. Today is Sunday, June the 1st, 2025, and I'm so glad you're joining me today. If you're new to my channel, this is a channel about cross stitch, plans I'm making, things I'm working on, all things cross stitch. So welcome, I'm so glad you're here. Parker, my son, is out of school. He got out May the 13th, so he is going to be helping me today and probably in some of my other videos this summer. So we are glad you're joining us today. He's eating a fruit roll up right now. So, okay, so let's just dive right in. So in my previous video, I forgot to wish everybody a great Mother's Day. I hope you guys had a fantastic Mother's Day. Ours is pretty low key. My husband had had a hip replacement on the Wednesday before, so it was a very low key Mother's Day. We cooked out here at the house and had my mother-in-law over and my parents as well, and we just had a really nice day. My husband and son surprised me with a really pretty ring, so I have a beautiful ring. I love it. I've always wanted an emerald cut diamond, and I've been wearing a lot more gold jewelry lately, so I had kind of casually mentioned that I would like a gold ring, and my husband totally knocked my socks off, and you helped pick it out too, didn't you? Yeah, it was great.
Did you want it gold?
Gold. See how it's gold? It's gold. Anyway, it was beautiful. I was so surprised, and I love it. My husband's birthday was yesterday, so we went out to dinner. He's doing a lot better after his hip replacement. I did have to take him to the ER last week because there was a problem with with like a tendon in his hip, which was causing him a great deal of pain. So we went to the ER and got him taken care of, and then he had a follow-up this last week with the PA, so hopefully we are on a better path to healing for him, but he's doing well. So I very much appreciate all of your thoughts and prayers and your kind messages. We have coveted those, so thank you guys so much. Like I said, Parker's out of school. We've been swimming in the pool a lot already. We don't have like an in-ground pool, so we bought just like a little inflatable pool, and he's been in it every day, just splashing around and living his best life. He's been jumping and doing flips and
doing a lot of craziness.
I got him signed up for like little kid tumbling and gymnastics, so he'll start that tomorrow, and it's for boys, so we're really excited about that. And then he starts swimming lessons as well. So we've got a busy, fun summer, huh? And we're going on vacation in July, so we're gonna have a great time. And your birthday's in July, so anyway, we're gonna have a great time. So let's hop into the stitching now. Okay, so I have a couple whips. I've really been starting a lot of things. Okay. I've been starting a lot of things, and to be completely honest, I really haven't had a lot of stitching time. Just with Parker being home and not in school, and then helping my husband, it's been a lot. So most of my stitching time was when Parker was in school. I could, sit and stitch, and he loves to be entertained constantly, so it's really kind of cut into my stitching time. But these are precious days and precious years, and I do not want to miss out on anything. So I haven't gotten a ton done, but I've started a few things, so we'll go ahead and talk about some of those. So my friend Nicole Spore, and I are hosting the Mary Bovee Sal, and this is a pattern from Stacy Nash. I did a restart because I didn't love the fabric I was stitching on. Let me get my board. And this is Vintage Pearled Barley from Lakeside. And it's a really pretty neutral, kind of a very light gray, kind of a tan. So I've gotten more of the border done. I've got the alphabet pretty much done, and I've been working on this border here and then extending the inside border. So I'm really loving working on this.
Cute.
And we've had a great time. There have been a lot of people who are participating. Christy from Half Pone Creek Stitchers, hers is beautiful. She's making some really great progress on hers, and Nicole's looks great. So I am trucking along, hoping to work on this some more this month and then maybe get it finished in June. My actual plan was to try and have it finished in May, but that didn't work out. So okay, so that is one of my whips. One of the other things I've been working on is, and this is a new start for me. This is Fleur de Alphabets from JBW. It is so pretty. After I stitched Fleur de Noël, I definitely wanted to stitch more of these. So here is a picture of what the whole thing looks like. Hers is stitched on antique white linen, 36 count, and you can tell she did kind of like two blues, like a darker and a lighter blue. So I have a very small start, and I'm stitching on Coconut by Color and Cotton, and I am doing a kind of peachy coral colorway. So I tried these new flosses, and these are from Roxy Floss Co. And this is my darker one. It's called Peach It Sistah. And then the lighter one is Bellini. So I'll put them together right here so you can see them. And they are really lovely together. So here they are. I've really enjoyed working on this. And this Peach It Sistah, I don't know if you can tell real well here, but it has some really nice variegation to it. So there are some light spots and some dark spots, and it coordinates really well with the Bellini color. So I've been really happy with how it's turning out. I don't have a plan for when I'm going to finish this or anything, but it is very addicting. I love working on it. And I have everything for this kind of stored in this little clamshell needle book that my mom made. And inside I have an extra needle minder, and then I just have my floss kind of right there. I usually keep, oh, there they are. I usually keep some extra needles in here. I don't use any fancy needles. I use these 26 count ones from Hobby Lobby, and they are just fine for me. One of the things I've noticed after talking to friends who are stitchers is you either really have a needle preference or you don't have a needle preference, and I don't have a needle preference as far as brands. The only thing that I really am passionate about is I like a little bit of a longer needle. These ones from Hobby Lobby are about an inch and a half, inch and a quarter. So I like a little bit of a longer needle. I've bought some other ones that are like right at an inch, and they are just a little small for me. So anyway, but that's where I keep all this stuff. And let me show you what else I've been working on. Okay. One of the other things I've been working on, let me move that. Okay, is, I should have had this out and a little bit more prepared. Okay, Nettle from Stacy Nash. This is one of her animal crackers. I stitched Maggie May last month, and I gave it to my mom for Mother's Day. So I definitely want to stitch another Maggie May. That way I can keep one too. But I was really looking forward to working on her. Now, with my Maggie May, one of the things I love about the animal crackers, and especially Maggie May, was I saw so many people change her outfit. So on my Maggie May, she was wearing a white dress with little pink and green flowers, and she had a green cardigan, and it was so, so pretty. She was just adorable. But I've seen a lot of people do a red dress with a navy cardigan. I've seen pink dress with a darker pink cardigan. They're so beautiful. So I, of course, am giving Nettle a new outfit, and I will show you here first. I need another board. Okay.
Want me to go grab one?
Nope, no thank you. Nettle is gonna be Patriotic. So I have her in a red blouse with white polka dots, and her dress is a navy blue, and it will have white stripes down here at the bottom. And she's so cute. I've really enjoyed working on her. I need to fill in her face, but I honestly was really excited to get working on her outfit. So, so that is Nettle. And the colors I am using are from Color and Cotton. My red is Love Bug.
Love it, Buggy.
Love Bug. My blue is Yale. It's a really beautiful navy blue. My white for her polka dots and on her dress is Cozy Sweater, which is kind of like a creamy white. Her bunny fur is Raw Linen, which is a really pretty white. Her spots are Mausoleum. And then I kind of changed up her ears a little bit. Her ears are Classic Colorworks Blushing Beauty. And her cheeks, I'm sorry, Blushing Beauty was her ears and her nose. And her cheeks are Gretel. So she's beautiful. I love her. And I definitely want to get her, I want to get more done on her so I can have her out for display for the 4th of July. But she is precious.
I'm sure you're selling that cute bunny.
I'm not selling it. I'm going to keep it and put it out with our 4th of July decorations.
Oh, you mean decorations?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right.
4th of July.
4th of July stuff, yes.
I thought you were going to sell on 4th of July.
Okay. Let me put this away. I've really been bitten by the 4th of July bug. I want to stitch everything and work on everything 4th of July right now. Okay. My dear friend April Jackson from Crafty Bluebonnet sent me the sweetest package yesterday, and it was all of her new Patriotic releases and one of the other berry releases. I'll show you that in a minute. So we have 1776. We have Liberty for All and America. And I love them all. There's no way I could pick a favorite. I did do a tiny start last night because I wanted to start something else Patriotic because Lord knows I don't have enough stitching right now. So I went ahead and started 1776. And I think my favorite motif from this is this bunting up here at the top. It's so cute. So I have just a tiny little start right here on this linen. This is Coffee Stain 32 count from Cedar River. And I'm stitching with Color and Cotton. My red is Ferris Wheel. My blue that I'm using, I have two blues in here. My darker one is Winterland. Then I have Fairy Tale, which is a medium blue. The lightest blue is Serenade. Although I don't think I'm using Serenade in this pattern, but I want to use this same color palette for all of those designs. And then my white is Old Lace. So anyway, so you can tell here I have 3 blues and then a white and a red. And I picked that because if you look at the word Liberty here, it is kind of a gradient. So it goes from light at the top kind of down to the darker. So that's why I picked that. And then I'll use, like I said, I'll use this color palette on all 3 of the charts. So, and I cut a piece of Coffee Stain long enough that I can stitch all 3 of them on here. So I'm really looking forward to that. April's designs are beautiful. I'll show you real quick. They're large printed. So they're very easy to read. They are in color And then on the back of the color, there is a black and white with the different symbols. So you have the option of what works for you as far as how you like to stitch. So anyway, April, thank you so much. And the best part is she sent them for me, but she also sent some for me to give away to you. So these will be a giveaway today at the end of the video. Okay. Let me put some things away real quick. And then we will talk about plans. Hang tight. Okay, we have everything put away. So I want to show one of my previous finishes, and I don't have it up here in my Patriotic display. This is in the living room right now, and it is Summer Jubilee from Blackbird Designs. This is out of the Souvenirs of Summer book. I stitched this out of season. I stitched this in maybe December of 2022, and I love it. This is stitched on Twilight by Weeks using my own color and cotton color conversion, which I'll be honest, at the time I did not write down, so I can't help you with this. Anyway, I love it. I chose this really pretty kind of brassy gold frame. I wanted something when I went to Hobby Lobby and I picked out this frame. I told the lady working, I said, I want a frame that looks like I just found it in my grandma's attic. And we loved this one. It looks so nice. It complements the stitching really well, and I couldn't be happier with it. So that is one of my most favorite Patriotic finishes. Okay. Let's talk about some plans. And these are just some charts that I have in my stash that I love. They are so pretty for summertime. They're great for Patriotic stitching, and I would love, love, love to be able to work on some of these this summer. Now, I am doing a year of Blackbird where I have really tried to, I really wanted to stitch a lot of Blackbird this year, and I've gotten quite a few Blackbirds done. I think I've got 4. But that doesn't mean that I'm not stitching other things in between. So of course, I have a couple Blackbirds on my list of things that I want to work on. So this is Sweet Land of Liberty from Blackbird. And one of the ones that I really want to work on this summer, I've got a couple. One is this one here. This is actually called Sweet Land of Liberty. I love this house. I definitely want to stitch it, and I would like to finish it on the top of a round paper mache box. I think that would be really cute. This one's finished on a pedestal. And then I've seen a lot of people stitching on this as well this summer. This is American Eagle. Really pretty. I love the eagle above that house. And then I've actually stitched out of this. I have in Full Glory, this is done up here. It's actually in this blue frame right here. This is also finished up right there in the tiered tray. And that one was actually, I'd searched on Facebook Marketplace for cross stitch, and I found a person who had bought one of the storage units, and it had inventory from an old cross stitch store here that had gone out of business, and it was in that box. It was one of the models, and so I snatched it up. I bought a lot of the things that were in that stash, and that FFO was one of them. So I have that up there too. It's really, really pretty. All right, so those are the 2 things that I want to stitch out of this book. One of the other things I would like to stitch, and I don't know if it'll get done this year or not, is Justice for All. And what I like about this is it's mostly letters. There's not a lot of full coverage stitching. It uses 2 colors, I believe. Yes, just a like a navy blue and a red. So this would be really easy to get done. It is quite large. The stitch count is 312 by 267. But I love it, and I actually think this would stitch up pretty quick. Okay. One of the other things I love. Okay, you'll grab it. Thank you. Yeah. I've never done a drum finish before. I don't know that I would probably stitch the top, but I really love this flag. And I'm trying to see if there's another picture on the inside of, there's not. Anyway, there's, you know, bunting at the top up here. It goes all the way around this piece. And then there's alphabet on both sides. But I think just as a straight finish, it would be really pretty. So I'd love to stitch that. Oh, I'm sorry, I should have handed that to you. I'd love to stitch that this year. Another Patriotic favorite is Hats Off to Uncle Sam. Super cute. This one is actually finished on a paper mache kind of hat frame. So you've got the base down here, and then the red and white striped part here kind of fits over the top. So it was a very clever finish, I thought. There you go. I've seen a lot of people wanting to stitch this, and it's definitely on my wish list of things to stitch. This is America the Beautiful from Blackbird. And what I would like to do with this is stitch this motif here, and then either stitch like the words to the Pledge of Allegiance, or a snippet from the Star Spangled Banner, or something else like another patriotic like phrase or quotation over here on the left. I could maybe leave America the Beautiful, maybe move it down just a smidgen, but I want to do something else up here besides the sampler and like your initials. But I love this chart. It is so pretty. Okay. All right, a couple non-Blackbirds that are definitely on my wish list this year. This is Liberty and Justice from Shepherd's Bush. Now, Nicole stitched this last year, and hers turned out super cute. So when we went to the Silver Needle in February, I added it to my cart. And it does come with the linen, the chenille, and all the called for threads. I'm sorry, I should have handed it to you. Okay. Threadwork Primitives, Beggar's Fourth. Now, if you're new to my channel, I've talked about this before, but I bought a lady who passed away. I bought her stitching stash after she had passed. And this was actually in her stitching stash, and it's finished. So my goal maybe is to turn this into a little pillow. But let me take this out. Her stitching is just impeccable. She did such a great job, and she stitched, this is definitely a 36 count. It might even be a 40 count. It is really pretty. Where is my board? So I don't have the fabric or floss that she used, but you see it okay? Okay, there it is. It's really nice. So I definitely want to, I definitely want to FFO this and have it out on display, because her work was immaculate and definitely deserves to be showcased. Okay. Next, here you go. Next is, and this is an oldie but a goodie. I've wanted to stitch this for a long time. So my mom was a cross stitcher before she was a quilter, and she, you know, her eyes were bad, and she said that she just quit stitching because it was too hard to see. So I have a lot of patterns that are hers that she had given me, and this is Glory by Bent Creek. I remember being a kid and going through her stash and seeing this, and it's so pretty. So I'd really like to stitch this. The stitch count is 198 by 36, so it's really not that big. Thank you. There you go. Also by Bent Creek is 1998 Flag. I like these. I think these would stitch up really quick just because it's mostly letters. The stitch count on this is 73 by 121. This would stitch up really quick. There you go. Homespun Elegance, Freedom House, and Button Sampler. No. So you can do two things with this. Stitch it as is, or just stitch this house motif, which is honestly probably what I would do, because I just love the flag on the roof of that house. And that wouldn't be very hard at all. Okay. When I'm done. Stitching Val stuff. This is called Land of the Free. And it says, America, land of the free, my heart, my life, I'd give for thee. And the stitch count is 99 by 69. And then there's also 2 other little freebies in here, 2 little bonus charts, which they're not pictured here. And the only other part is it's on the chart itself, so I can't really show that. But anyway, lots of fun ones. I think one of the things that I love too about Patriotic stitching, and really any chart for that matter, it never goes out of style. Like I said, that one from Bent Creek was from 1998 and it still looks great. Very relevant. It doesn't look dated or anything like that. So those are pretty fun. Here you go, you can take those too. Okay, so now, oh, I have one more. This is Liberty Days from UI and Friends. Love them. I actually really love these UI and Friends charts. I think they're really fun. I've got several of them, and the colors and the design are just really nice. This one I bought off a D-Stash site, and it definitely has some water damage on the envelope, but I believe the chart inside was fine. So there you go. Okay, so we'll talk about haul real quick, and I'll do the giveaway winners, and I'll do the new giveaways, and then we will wrap this up. So haul, I've bought a lot. Unfortunately, none of it is here right now. So the first thing I ordered was the Sip and Stitch box from Primrose Cottage. I love their Patriotic designs. They are so cute, and their boxes are always like a 10 out of 10. They have a really nice drinking vessel every time. Usually there's something extra, whether it's like stickers or little kind of stitching notions and doodads. So I ordered that. Mine's set to arrive tomorrow, so I can't wait to get my hands on that. Hopefully I'm able to control myself, but I might not be able to, and I might have another start. So I also joined the Be Stitch Me Fabric Club. I stitch on 32 count linen, so I joined that, and hopefully I'll get that soon. I also joined the Grace Notes Fabric Club. I definitely have a linen problem. I've been in the Color and Cotton Fabric Club for several years now, and I was in the Color and Cotton Floss of the Month Club back when she had that. So really, since the Floss of the Month Club has gone away, the only club that I'm part of is the Fabric of the Month. So I definitely wanted to join some more fabric clubs. So I joined, nope, put that down. I joined Be Stitch Me and Grace Notes. I also joined the Button Club from Just Another Button Company, and that is a quarterly club. I saw the first one that came out, and it was really pretty, so I definitely can't wait to get in on that. I placed an order for Color and Cotton because they dyed some new gradient sets and some new thread colors, so I ordered those. I can't wait to get those as well. I did get a shipping notification, so that's exciting. You doing okay? Are we hanging in there? Okay. All right, so we have a couple winners from last week, and do you want to help me with these?
Sure.
Okay. So I'm gonna tell you who the winner is, and you're gonna hold it up, okay? So the winner for this chart, welcome, is Holly Nielsen. Congratulations, Holly. Okay. The winner of, thank you. The winner of Stitch Card H from Lori Holt. The keyword was farm, and the winner for that is Cindy Thomas. Congratulations, Cindy. Okay. The winner of March, what was this series called? March Sampler of the Month from Country Cottage Needleworks. The keyword was rainbow, and the winner is Beth Koishal 1477. Congratulations. And the winner of Lucky from Crafty Bluebonnet is 500 Cheer Girl. So congratulations. If I called your name and you won, please send me a message. You can put that down. Please send me a message on Instagram at Mrs. Jones Stitches. Make sure you tell me what you won and put in your physical mailing address, and I will get those popped into the mail to you this week. I did have one person claim one of the charts that I gave away last week. Aside from that, I haven't heard from anybody from Flosstube number 56. So I'll give it one more week, and if I don't hear from anybody, then those will go back into the drawing for next time. So this week I have 5 charts to give away. And I'm excited to show them to you. So I have these 3 designs from April Jackson at Crafty Bluebonnet. Her designs are adorable, and I hope you're loving them as much as I am. Make sure you follow her on Instagram at Crafty Bluebonnet, and yeah, you're gonna love them. They're gonna be so fun. Okay, so the first one that we're going to give away, this is Liberty. And use the word Liberty in your comment if you would like to win. One thing with my giveaways, I do ask that you live in the United States. I don't really want to ship internationally, so please make sure you live in the US. Make sure you're over 18 because I do have to ask for your address, and that you live in the US. Make sure you are a subscriber to my channel and that you like the video. So in your comment, if you'd like to win this, use the word Liberty. In this one, this is America. So you're going to use the word America in your comment. In your comment, if you would like to win this one, this is 1776. So please use that in your comment. And then I had 2 more things. So I had stitched and shown this in a previous floss tube. This is Fleur de Noël from JBW, and I'd showed this in a different floss tube, and I'd done a full color conversion on this. The original is stitched in kind of like a mauve pink and a light pink, and I completely colorized it using color and cotton floss. Judy from JBW Designs reached out, and she was so sweet and sent me a bunch of charts to give away. So I decided to pull some of those to give away in this video as well. Now, the 2 charts that I'm giving away this week, this is English Schoolgirl Sampler 1822. If you would like to win this chart, use the word sampler in your comment. And the other one is Eliza's Sewing Smalls. So there's actually 3 charts in here. We have a little pocket where you can store your needles or scissors. The other thing is this little wreath kind of scissor fob. And then the last one is called Band of Roses, and it holds pins. And that is right there. Okay, so if you would like to win this, please use the word sewing in your comment. All right, friends, that is all I have for this episode. Thank you guys so much for watching and joining me and Parker today. I appreciate your support. I appreciate your friendship and the comments you leave on my channel. Please make sure that you like the channel and subscribe. I'm happy you're joining me. Thank you for spending your time with me today, and we'll see you next time. Happy stitching. Bye.